326 BEE. I love you. Sort of. I bought you, I needed you, but I didn't want you. What I wanted was the Arkham A18. To me, it was perfect. It was an attractive, full-featured slimline amp. It was a glorious 50 watts, and it was finished in silver. The Arkham at the time retailed for $11.99. I could pick you up for $3.99 on sale. $3.99 was a steal. On paper, the specification was pretty close. You have a total of 8 analog ins, pre-outs, dual sub-outs, tone controls, pure direct mode, soft clipping, everything that I needed, and more. And I brought you home, and I completely regretted the purchase. As a designer by trade, I value good industrial design, and you're not going to win any beauty pageants. Your design is more utilitarian, function over form. A dark gray plastic fascia, a weird horizontal indent about an inch down right across the whole thing. Plastic, unsubstantial knobs. Ugh. Over the years, though, you've been a good partner. I've moved you from shelf to shelf to shelf to shelf. And admittedly, I've tried my best to keep you tucked away from sight. In cabinets, in the bottom of shelves. I've neglected you. I've treated you poorly. I've talked trash about you. And anytime I got a chance to review another shinier piece of gear, I jumped at it, casting you aside in favor of something prettier, more current, with newer specs and better design. And when the review is over, I grudgingly go back to you, expecting to hate you, but I don't. You're reliable. You sound good. You do all of the basics and a little bit more. You do it without any flash, without any bells and whistles. And because of this, I've never upgraded. And yet I want to. I almost replaced you once. My wife for Christmas got me a shiny silver Cambridge Audio CXA60, which is better spec'd and far better looking. And because of this, it sits pretty on display atop the sideboard in our living room. I show it off. You, on the other hand, have now been relegated to the basement as the amp in my studio powering my DJ setup. And you do so without making a fuss. Your lack of digital connectivity isn't really a bother. An external DAC like the DAC Magic 200M, also from Cambridge Audio, takes care of any of that. Your dual sub-outs mean I can stick to bookshelf speakers and fill in the bottom end with a sub or two. Speaking of the bottom end, even without a sub, you belt out bass like a champ. The common trope is, this amp punches far above its weight. But in your case, it's true. You're a damn fine amplifier, and I can't see myself ever getting rid of you. I've had my chance, multiple chances, but every time I choose you, partly because I'm cheap, and partly because the step up isn't really a step up in the way that I thought it would be. In this space, the hi-fi space, if you're going to step up your amp, you're going to need to step up everything to potentially reap any tangible benefit. And to me, outside of reviewing gear, I'm not so sure that it's worth it. I'd much rather collect speakers as there are more immediate differences in sound, and I like looking at speakers more. So here we are, me and you, the NAD 326 BEE. You're great. Music sounds great with you. I love you. Warts and all.